Alrighty then, welcome back. I did exit out and go to bed. One thing about when you log out and log back in is you get a bunch of fresh spawns all around you. I think we're at night right now, if I remember. So we may have a bunch of spawns, could be bears or wolves right around us. Hopefully that's not the case. So remember that whenever you exit out and come back in, you'll have fresh spawns, okay? That will affect you on the blood moon too. You can beat the blood moon and exit out of your game, and when you exit back in, it'll start the blood moon all over again. Okay? Since we're talking about that now, also if you beat the blood moon and then leave and go get the aggro of another zombie somewhere, it'll restart the blood moon again. So you can beat it and then you can restart it. Oh wow, did you see the moon? The moon just kind of zoom across the sky there? Settle itself right there. That was kind of neat. Alright. So I'm just going to give this 10 or 15 seconds. Listen to see if I hear any bears or wolves. Like I say, I just restarted, and we could have some fresh new spawns. Alright, sounds alright. See where I am here. Let's go ahead and pair this real quick. And this. And this. And this. Alright, now get back to our cobblestone rocks. Put this junk away. Alright, we got a good bit of... Whoops. Good bit of cobblestone cooking. That's looking good. I want to get about 100 flesh. Rotting flesh is takes 5 of them to make a farm plot. And I want to get 20 farm plots to start. You think about the 6 different vegetables. Okay, and I'm going to want the aloe vera growing with 10 of them. And then I'm going to want the other 5, 2 each. So that's 20 farm plots to get the minimum I want, which would be 100 rotting flesh. So we need a couple of more, okay? Now we're going to go get the levels so we can build it. And put this nitrate in here for now. Alright, so it's build time. Now to make this claw hammer, like I said, the claw hammer will speed it up, but not by that much. I mean, you want to get one when you're doing a whole lot. Okay, but what we need is some forged iron. Alright, we can buy some maybe by the trader resets. The trader will reset tomorrow morning on day 4. She may have some to get. Alright. We're going to want to go. I think there was a farm down here we spotted. Yeah. We're going to want to go raid that farm once we pick farmer. So since all the traders reset tomorrow, and I never looked at the other 2 traders, tomorrow sometime I think I will check the traders, see what she reset to, check this one, and grab that farm while we're down there, and check that one, and maybe we'll pass some more things and see if we see anything else, kind of slowly explore now as we just travel back and forth. All right, see if these traders have anything that we want. What we want, we have the gun. That was the main thing, okay? Always get your gun as soon as you can. Other than that, you don't need to be focused on missions and POIs right now unless there's something else you want to buy. And really, the only thing we want to buy is mods, okay, to increase our mining capability, because that really was what we're focused on. Mining and building right now, okay? So I'm going to start upgrading. Now, these grass will get in the way, like if you're trying to target and hit this thing and upgrade it, okay, and the grass will get in the way, and you can't right-click. So it's annoying. So I usually go around the edge real quick and just kind of get rid of this grass. I'm going to want to clear all this grass out. Okay, but I'll do it when I have nothing else to do and I'm just killing time. But when I'm upgrading or building, it's most annoying. You hear them feet? Do you hear them? What's on my wall? There he is. Now you learn the zombies, okay? This guy hits really hard. You see that? One hit almost took my wall out, okay? This guy hits really hard. Holy shit. Ooh. Holy shit, one hit. Can I get my spear targeted, please? Thank you. Alright. We're not gonna mess with this guy. Holy shit, holy. That was more than a clip I put in that guy. So as you can see, some zombies are stronger than others. That guy hits really hard and has a lot of hit points. So he just took all of my bullets. I was, what, 40 bullets to kill him? One hit. This is why you want to upgrade your walls. You see how fast he took my wall out? So you do get zombies like that are ridiculous. That guy is ridiculous. I didn't get a good look at it. It looked like his eyes were glowing. When their eyes are glowing, that means they're feral. Like I said, I have nightmare feral. So a tough zombie like that guy, when he's feral, he's really tough. He's hitting, because feral means they're hitting harder and faster. And since I have my setting on nightmare ferals, they're even harder. So that guy was like a mini boss. You see what I'm saying? Fresh spawns. Logged out of the game and logged back in. Everything has a spawn respawn time. These are the Zeds that kind of spawn in the area around my base, which I killed when I first came here. Maybe a day or 2, 3 before they respawn. But they all respawn because I reset the game. So once you have your wall up, like I say, you can just move down your wall. That way he doesn't do damage and break through a block, because he's chasing me. Now, it was hard to do that with the bad guy, the Hawaiian guy, because he hit so hard. You saw that one hit. Almost took my block out. 2 hits, took it right out. This guy's not nearly as strong, you see? He's a regular zombie. He's not as strong as the Hawaiian, and he's not feral. The Hawaiian was feral, which made him super strong. Not all Hawaiians are feral. As feral is like a state they can come in. Okay, you know, the Hawaiians by themselves are already tough. A guy with a Hawaiian shirt, but a feral Hawaiian guy is even stronger. He's really tough. Okay? And then he's even stronger because my settings are set up for feral to be, you know, really super fast. So that's what that guy was. As you can see his glowing eye if you go back, and that's why he was so ridiculously strong. And that's what I like. That's what makes the game hard to me. Making them all feral, I would have a whole different cheese plan to deal with them. You know, a cheesy plan, stupid way to have to deal with them. And it works. I can get through it. I played Nightmare run speeds all the way to maximum game stage. Okay, it just makes you cheese. That's all it does. It makes you do stupid cheesy shit. It's not harder. It actually just takes the fun away. Alright, so once they're cleared out, now we're going to go hammer them up. It's better to have them, you know, 1 or 2 with that Nightmare run speed on, because then they catch you off guard. Like I said, my favorite that I found so far is Nightmare ferals. Nightmare run speed ferals. Because you don't get ferals a lot. They surprise you. And that's like running into a mini boss. It catches you off guard, and that's what makes things hard for me. Is when I have something that's unexpected occur. If it's expected, it's not hard at all. I just adapt. I adapt to. I know what's going on. I just adapt the plan, and I put that plan in action on everything. It's no longer difficult. It's a cakewalk again. So the surprise is what gets you. So he surprised me. I knew it when I saw him. Okay, that's the fat Hawaiian. He's going to be a little harder. But I didn't know he was feral until I got up close to him and saw how hard he was hitting. So what happened? I ran all my bullets out. So I no longer have my oh shit bullets. You know what I mean? I now have no bullets for my gun, and that's not good. That's okay. With this strategy, we can get lots of bullets really fast. Alright, so I'm going to upgrade now and build tonight. Like I said, that's the plan. That's why we went and got all that stuff. Now, like I say, you don't have to build a huge base. It all depends on your devotion, and your patience. You can just go board a POI up and say that's my base and jump right into POIs. I don't recommend doing that, especially a noob. You should learn and build your base, okay? And the devs agree. It's not my plan, it's the devs' plan. You can see it in the tutorial. You can build a decent sized base and get a couple levels out of it and be satisfied with that. Or you can build a bigger base and be satisfied with that. Or you can build a giant base, okay? What we're going to do, we're not going to build a giant base, but we are going to build a substantial sized base, okay? And we're mainly building it so we can get all the experience points for it now, okay? As you get higher level, it takes more experience to go up a level. So if I just build, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a tower, and I'm going to build floors to the tower that I don't necessarily need right now. So I'm going to have this like empty tower. I'm only going to use one floor for a long time, okay? And I'm going to have 4 other floors that are just going to be vacant, empty floors. It's going to be office space, okay? And then later on, as I get higher level and get more things, I'll fill those floors in, okay? But I don't want to upgrade them later, because later I'm going to need a whole lot more experience to go up in level. So if I upgrade them later when I actually need them, it's only going to give me like 1 level, because I'm going to need so much experience points to go up a level. At that point, I'm killing zombies for experience, you see? Or I need a much higher level upgrade, like I need concrete or reinforced concrete, which would be a whole lot more farming and mining. We don't want to do that, okay? This is going to be enough farming and mining these couple of days we're doing right here. So I want that experience now, while it only takes I mean, we're right at the beginning of this level, right? I mean, it's only 14,000 experience to go up a level, okay? Later on, it's going to be, 150,000 experience to go up a level. So if I make 150,000 experience upgrading my walls, I'm only going to go up 1 level. If I make 150,000 experience now, I'm going to go up 10 levels. You see, right now is when I want the levels, because right now I want to build my character stronger and get some perks, some abilities that I can use. So we're going to build the whole base now, all right? And take the benefit of all of those levels to develop our character out. So like I say, see how it takes 3 hits? With the hammer, it takes 2 hits, so it's a little faster with the hammer. That's the only difference, is the hammer just makes it faster. With 2 hits, that's going to be, 30% faster if I have 2 hits instead of 3. Cutting out 1/3 of my strikes. So I do want to get it as soon as I can. Now I can make forged iron with the forge, but I'm not quite ready to make the forge yet. I want to get my base up, because as you saw, they can just blast right through my walls if I get the wrong thing. And so right now, see, he's not gonna, that fat Hawaiian is not gonna blast through this wall, this reinforced wooden wall, as quickly as he blasted through the regular wood wall. So what I want to do is I'm gonna get this wall up and strong. That way I don't have to worry about that happening again. And then I'm going to build the foundation, okay? Now there's all kinds of base designs in this game, okay? I'm not sitting here and trying to tell you that my base design is the best. It's not, okay? And actually, this is just my preliminary base. Like I say, later on, I'll be much higher level, and I'll have a lot more resources and much higher level skills. And I will build a more elaborate base over in the wasteland for my end game. Okay, and that'll be like where I spend the majority of my game time will be there. This base is like level 0 to 70 or 80, maybe 100 tops. The other base would be like, level 80 to level 300. Worst case scenario, level 100 to level 300. So I'm going to spend 1/3 or 1/4 of my total game time here. Like I say, it's a very long game. So bases, they come in all shapes and forms, and you're going to build what you want. That's the fun of the game, being an architect, building what you think is going to work. Trying to figure things out to keep yourself alive. That's the difference in different players, your strategy on how you build your base, okay? So this base is just going to be a wall and a tower. It's going to be a tower sitting on a pyramid, okay? And I've learned through my playtime that is more than adequate all the way to the end of the game if I want it to be. I have online. Well, I guess my guy's mid-game. Stopped playing that guy a while ago. But I have about 7 or 8 videos up where I'm like on day 150, level 200. 7 Days to Die, Insane, 64 Count Blood Moon, day 150, like that. That's what they're called on YouTube. There's no mic. I'm not talking on them. I made those videos to prove a point to some people I was arguing with, and that's what they were up for. And then I later decided that I would make this tutorial walkthroughs. Kind of got into messing around with YouTube, learning it. And so they're not, the greatest videos, but you can see on them, this tower that we're going to build here is actually the tower that I'm using in those videos. The fully made, fully upgraded version of this. All fully upgraded steel. Has like 7 walls around it, all kinds of traps and everything. And that worked. That worked for me all the way to the end. Okay. So, you don't have to have choke points unless you want to. It's just a level of cheese. The level of skill that you have and different ideas. I have, on my current guy, I have 7 bases. They're all different. They're all different designs. They all have different things in mind. Okay. But this right here will work. It's good enough. It's tested. It's tried. It will make it to the end of the game. With some additions later on as we level up. This is just the base, okay? The base of this design. And it's pretty easy. It's just a basic tower. Okay, tower defense. It's a basic tower with a wall around it. But, like I say, it's going to give us a lot of levels. Lots and lots of levels right now. So I want to build that foundation first to the pyramid. I'm going to build the pyramid step. That's going to be the foundation to the tower, okay? And then I'm going to want to build my forge and stuff. I want to build it up on top of that. I don't want to build it out here. I want to build all that stuff when I get the actual first room of the tower made. So of course, as you can see, the wall, there's 2 things that's going to attack you, okay? Alright, first now I'm going to upgrade to cobblestone. So the first upgrade is to reinforced wood, the next one is cobblestone, okay? Now I'm going to hit this wood. You see how it's 225? That's the strength of the wall. Now I'm going to hit this cobblestone. 1500. Okay? And the regular wall, before I upgraded it to, the regular wood, before I upgraded to reinforced, it was only 150. So this is 10 times stronger. So that fat Hawaiian is not going to just hit this one time and knock through it, okay? And that's the purpose. Now watch, as I'm talking, watch how fast my experience is going to go. You see it in the bottom right corner. What was I saying? Yeah, so you can see the wall. There's 2 things that are attacking you, okay? There's the Blood Moon, which is the big attack that comes once a week, okay? And that's one of the purposes of building your base. The other thing is the constant things that are attacking you all during the course of the day and the night during the week, okay? When you have your base, you're using your forges to make things, to melt things down and create things. You're using your chemistry station to make things. You're cooking stuff in your campfire. You're building things inside your base. So you're making all this noise and you're creating all this heat and all this light. And so things are constantly attacking you. They're detecting the heat, they're detecting the light, they're hearing the sound. They're coming over to you, okay? And so this wall, alright, protects me against all those things that are coming. It's my first line of defense, it's the wall. Alright, defend the wall, okay? And then inside the wall is going to be the tower. And that's what the wall is protecting, the things that are inside the tower. Alright? And the tower is going to be sitting on a foundation, so that what they'll do is they'll get onto your base and they'll knock the bottom of your base out. Like he destroyed that wall to get to me. If he gets through this wall, he's now going to be trying to get through the walls of my base. Now, if I'm up on top of my base, fighting them, shooting at them, firing my arrows at them, hitting them with my spear, they're going to try and take the ground of the base out from underneath me. They will literally bring the entire bottom of your base down. You got to understand there's going to be more than one. Okay? And depending on your settings, there's going to be 10, depending on how many there are. Mine's maxed out. It's on 64. So I'm going to have 64 zombies trying to get to me. Alright, see, there's one left. Alright. And they're not going to stop as I get further and further in the game. In my higher game stage, it's going to be 64 after 64 after 64. There's going to be, excuse me, at some point later, thousands of zombies attacking my base. Thousands. You know what I'm saying to you? Thousands. Alright? And they're going to be way stronger than these zombies are here. So they'll literally just destroy the first floor of your base. They'll destroy the ground up. And what that means is if you built a tower and you got to 3 stories, is your entire base will just come crumbling to the ground. They'll destroy the base of it and the whole base will come down. Okay? So I want to build a base, a foundation underneath that, meaning they have to destroy that foundation before they can bring my tower down. Okay? And I've never once had that happen. I've never had them go through my foundation. Never. Okay? On any base design I've ever had. I've had them take about half of it out at really, really high levels, with me fucking up and not being as involved in the fight as I should have been, like testing machine gun turrets and stuff like that. I've had enough of them attack the foundation to take about half of it out. And at that point, I'm like, oh shit, I need to get involved. And I get down there and I just kill them. Okay? So I've never had them take my tower down. I've never had my tower come down. I've beat the game 50 times now. On all different settings, mostly insane. All the way up to the maximum game stage, maximum level. So, if you have a good solid foundation, they're not going to take it out. They'll hurt it. They'll do damage to it. And it'll look scary at the higher levels. But they'll never take it out. Now, on bases where I did not have a foundation, oh yes, they brought it straight to the ground several times. So, I tell you, you should have a wall. In my opinion, you should have a wall. And then you should have a foundation that your base is sitting on top of. So, at early levels, the first 4 or 5 blood moons, up until I get to like day 35, 40, this wall, they won't even be able to get past this wall. I mean, every once in a while, 1 or 2 of them will. I'll be screwing around. I'll be talking on the tutorial, blah, blah, blah. I'll be playing around. And a few of them might get through the wall. Okay? Sometimes they'll be able to stack up on top of each other, and they'll be able to jump over the wall. And they'll get into what I'll call the courtyard. Okay? That'll happen. But there'll be no major breach of the wall the first month. Okay? There'll be no massive, 50 zombies inside my courtyard. It's not going to happen. Now later on that will happen. They will be able to come through the wall. So I may make a second wall. Or I may make fences or ramparts or battlements. Okay, they will get strong enough to get through. But no time soon. Okay, this wall is going to last me the next month or more in the game. It's going to be good enough to deal with anything. I literally do not even need to build anything more than this wall. Actually, I don't even need to build a square wall. I can just build just one wall. And I don't even have to, you can just sit on top of that wall, and that's all you really need. Once you learn how to fight and stuff, you'll see. Okay? Alright, you see, I've almost got another level. Just upgrading this wall to cobblestone gave me 2 levels, almost. I'm fixing a level again. You see what I mean? So this is, like I said, this is where the experience comes from. What happened? Oh, I ran out of cobblestone. I mean, that's got 20,000 right there. Alright, let's get some more of our cobblestone. So as you can see, I'm going to be using a good bit of cobblestone. So that's why I want to, and you see how long it takes to make it. Okay, you gotta go harvest it up, mine it, and then you gotta make it. It takes a long time to make it. So that's why when you're watching these guys, these professional YouTubers with the really cool computer systems and all the editing, and it's like night 4, and then next thing you know, night 5, he's upgrading his whole base to concrete. That's how you know he's bullshitting you. Okay, you can see right now how long it takes. Even if he figured out some way to get it faster than I do, he's still stopped cold by the clock. Okay? He's stopped cold right here. He's not going to be manufacturing 100,000 stone. Cobblestone and then cement and then concrete, and then reinforced concrete. It's 3 times more the amount of stones I'm using now. So he goes from day 5 to day 6, and suddenly he's upgrading to reinforced concrete. You better believe without a shadow of a doubt that he went into the creative menu and spawned himself all that stuff. You can see how long it takes to make it. It has nothing to do with any kind of skill that I'm displaying here. Okay, it takes that much. It takes that long to make it. That's the game parameters. Okay? Now, because I upgraded from the inside, you should realize that I have not got the corners. Okay, I usually upgrade from the outside so I don't forget the corners. Okay? You can't hit the corners from in here. But it was nighttime, and I dealt with that fat Hawaiian. I just did a reset of the game. And I know there's all that. I got respawns everywhere, so I didn't want to go out there. I'm out of bullets, and if I have an oh shit moment, I don't have it. I don't have something to deal with it. So just stay in here, and it'll be daylight, and then we'll go out there and we'll upgrade the corners in the morning. All right, so this wall is now strong enough to pretty much stop anything that comes on it anytime soon. Go ahead and eat some grub. Alright. Well, we'll finish this real quick. That was 2.5 levels just to do the wall. Aaron? Do you hear him? You gotta get used to paying attention to sound. That is a random herd that just spawned, see? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 at least that I can see right here. Alright, so that is a random herd. Alright, let's go ahead and clear that herd out. See if I can pull them one at a time. Wow, that was a wild miss. So it's nighttime and this is a herd. So if I was out there in the field with them, Spinal Tap. You know, I'd be dealing with 5, 6 or more running zombies. And that herd could have a feral or more in them. Okay. I suck with the bow. Gotcha. Now, as you get higher level, higher game stage, you're going to get stronger zombies. So, like, these are the weak zombies right here. That you recognize the zombies, okay? Later on, I'll get feral zombies. Oh, I'm sorry. Feral whites. Okay, I'll get the fat cop. Zombie bears. The upgraded nurse, okay? The Texas guy, okay? The stronger zombies will start coming, okay? And they have more hit points, they do more damage. And then I'll get to a point where I'm getting irradiated zombies. The zombie right here will have this green goo all over her. You can totally tell, okay? And that means they're irradiated. They're even way stronger. They have more hit points, they hit harder, and they're radiated zombies heal, they regenerate. Okay? And there's a mod you can get to stop them from regenerating. So they have more hit points because they're regenerating. Okay? It's a loot bag. Sometimes they drop loot. Oh, sweet bullets. I needed that. I so suck with this bow. See now, there's one over there by that rock. There's one over there by my mine. This was a herd that spawned and it kind of didn't detect me. I had stopped hammering on the wall and was talking. So I didn't make any noise and they had no line of sight, so they didn't detect me. So they just started to disperse. You see what I'm saying? Walking in different directions. Can't even begin to hit this guy at that range. I'm that bad with the bow. Alright. So what we're going to do, we do not want to have this herd roaming around. So let's go get them. See if I can do this. Oh, it's already daylight. Ugh. Let's go, homie. Still is night, so they're still running. As long as you have a lead on them and some stamina, you can keep ahead of them. Alright. Just turned daytime, so they're walking now. Ooh, it's Pinocchio. Got a little chin bone with that tack, didn't you? I don't like having them around my base, so I want to clear them out. You never know what's going to happen. I don't want 5 wolves to attack me and then suddenly I got these guys on top of it. They're near my base, so I'm getting rid of them. We have heals, we have antibiotics. We have our base to run to. This is my field, okay? Keep it that way. This is why we built ourselves up. Oh, okay. As soon as I crouched, you saw me? You kind of got to learn their attacks. They'll do the spin attack. When they do it, they'll move really fast and they'll kind of spin it. Did you see that real fast pincher attack he had? You don't see it coming. Ooh, that's a bear over there. Now, bear has a ton of hit points, okay, a ton. And I only have, what, 10 bullets I just now found, 26 bullets. That bear, at this level with this quality gun, is going to take like 50, it's going to take like 70, it'd probably take 80, 90 bullets to kill him. Okay, now I can hit him with my spear, but he hits really hard. And he has this attack where he kind of jumps up and swings. So even on my wall, he may not be able to get through my wall. But he can kind of jump up and smack me for like 50, 60 damage, okay? And I'm going to have to hit him a lot with my spear, but he is a good bit of meat. He's got good 50 meat. Okay, so it's dangerous to mess with this bear, alright? Now when I'm zooming like this, I'm using my stamina. That's killing my stamina, okay? When you zoom, you use stamina. So this is dangerous to fuck with this bear, alright? And this bear is going to take a good bit of my resources to kill him. I'm probably going to use all my bandages trying to kill this bear right now. But I have another stack of bandages. So let's see if we can't get some meat out of this guy. He's probably going to wind up killing me. And end the video right there. I got a cobblestone wall. Let's make sure he doesn't get near the corners, because he can bust through those corners pretty quick. I haven't upgraded him yet. Alright. Gotta be careful. Like he can jump up. He can't get on the wall. But he can kind of like jump up and smack me. trying to get through the... See, he's headed towards the corner there, where the wood. He takes the route of least resistance as far as he can calculate. Okay, so he's detecting that frame I have sitting over there, and that wooden corner. So he's kind of bugging out trying to hit it, which is fine. That means I can butter him up. He's not being able to jump up and smack me. Probably take every arrow I have and every bullet I have to kill him. Now when I get higher level, I have, you know, a lot more bullets, and I have a higher level gun. I've got some skills on machine gun. I can mow him down pretty quick. But right now, not so much. This is why they say, oh, they're bullet sponges. Not really. It's just when you're low level and you don't have any gear. When I have higher level, I'm going to kill him rapidly, just like anything else. I don't know, he's bugged out in some way. What is it he's trying to do here? Is he trying to dig under the ground? You don't normally have them put their butt in your face like this. I don't know what's going on. I think he's confused. Computer can't calculate what to do. This again is the benefit of a wall. It's 50 arrows already, I think. I don't want to use my 20 bullets unless I have to. Plus, since I can't hit him in his head, I gotta go through his whole hit point bar. That's what it was. The wood frame was messing him up. As soon as I picked it up, he started moving properly. This is what I don't want to do. Because if I'm close to him like that, he can jump up and smack me. So hey, if you want to mess around with this frame, here's another one. Mess around with it. Yep, that's what it is. He's trying to get to the frame because he knows that the frame is a stair up to me. So his fastest route to get to me is to get through the wall, jump on that frame, and then get up on me. So he's trying to get through my cobblestone wall is what he's doing. And he's trying to get to that wooden block right there, because that's the weakest part of the wall. So did you learn something about pathing exploitation? Alright, that's what I'm doing right here. The frame's fucking him up. Now if he gets through that cobblestone, I'm fucked. And he's a bear, he hits hard. But if he's focused on that wooden block over there, that's not going to be a big enough gap for him to get through. So he's going to have to break through the cobblestone. So see, because I had reset the game at night, all that stuff spawned, right? That fat Hawaiian, those other two zombies, the herd, this bear. Right, nighttime is dangerous, and whenever you reset everything, whenever you reset your game, all the spawns reset. So keep those two things in mind, right? So now we know that there's a bear spawn near us. So every night when morning comes, we want to be paying attention because we have that bear in our face. I gotta save some arrows here. See, bam, one hit. See, I kind of reached up and smacked me, even from behind. One more hit and I'm dead. So that's why I don't want to get close to him at this level. I don't have armor. Okay, armor means they hit less. Armor is damage resistance. So right now all I got is a couple pieces of cloth armor, some clothes. So I have no way to absorb his hit. A little bit later on we're going to make some armor, and he won't hit me for so hard. Probably shouldn't have messed with this bear. Eating up my bay. Already 2 hours trying to kill this guy. Now I'm out of arrows. Like I said, I'm gonna wind up using all of my heals. The land is probably uneven right there, and so it thinks he can make the jump. His greatest chance of getting to me is to try and make the jump right there. Picking my arrows up off his back. Alright, now you should be dying shortly. That's freaking 100 arrows and 20, 30 rounds. And all these spear hits. So we can't get a dot on him. Gotta get some stamina up. There he goes. Dinner! Now we can make use of all the eggs that we have. Alright, let's fix this. Yeah, he was trying to get through the wall. You see, this is all the damage he was doing to the wall. We almost broke through right there. He was halfway through. See, if he had stayed on one spot, he would have broke through, but he kind of jumped down the wall and hit several spots and dispersed his damage amongst, what, 7, 8 blocks here, it looks like. But there were 2 spots he almost got through. He was more than halfway through. So you see, cobblestone is the way to go. Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade this. Now, did you notice how easily I spotted him out there? That was the purpose of clearing everything around my base. I have good line of sight all around my base. All them trees that were up here, I would not even seen that bear or that herd that was out there. And you gotta understand, at night, that would really suck. You're in here in your base. Excuse me. And then you get attacked by a bear and a herd of zombies that are on run speed, that are, you know, high nighttime run speed. So combined, they'll cut through your wall pretty quickly. Okay, so you want to be able to see. All right, let's grab these eggs. Go ahead and make some more bacon and eggs. Oh yeah, that's a full stack now. We're out of eggs now. Alright, you get testosterone from bears. You use it to make steroids, which helps your carrying capacity, increases your carrying capacity for 10 minutes. Alright, it's helpful. Steroids are helpful, but you can't make them unless you have like a high level of physician, which we're not going to be doing, okay? So they're useless. Got some bones and some leather out of him. Some more animal fat. Alright, these are all things we need. Alright. Scrap that down. Put it there. Alright, so this has got a couple minutes to cook. 1 minute. So I'm going to take that time and I'm going to run over here. The trader just opened. And I'm going to see what the trader has for their reset. I understand, I just leveled several times. Okay, we got 3 skill points to spend. Okay, but we're going to spend those skill points now, I think, on the farm. I would probably spend them first on physician to go ahead and get my heals. I wanted to get my mining first because I knew I was going to use it, but like I used to always go Master Chef physician first. But then I realized, you know what, you should be building first.
If you're feeling under the weather, I've got just what the doctor ordered.
And because of the experience points. So I kind of shifted that now to do the mining first. But since we got that recipe to make first aid bandage with, I don't need to put one there now. Alright, what would we reset to here? I would say always get blood bags. They're cheap. Okay? Why can't I find the blood bags? Getting some kind of weird glitch over here. They're only like 10 or 20, okay? Because blood bags are what you're going to use to make first aid kits, and that's the highest level heal in the game. You're going to want it later on. And they're not common. It's kind of something that you kind of slowly build up over time. 2, 3 here, 2, 3 here, 2, 3 here. So collect them whenever you see them. See the medical? She's the medical. You don't always see this on the other traders. This is kind of exclusive to her, where she always has medical. I got a stack of blueberries, so I'm good on blueberries. There we go. That's what we need right there to help us chop trees down. Now, would have been better to have that yesterday when we chopped all them trees down, but we still do have a lot of trees to chop down, okay? Plus, this will help us bust down doors and stuff like that later on. That is an important mod to get. Now, if we can find a stone one, that would be just fucking excellent. The stone splitter or stone cutter or stone buster, whatever it's called, rock buster mod. And that's what we're going to be doing to get all this cobblestone with. But she doesn't have it. Okay, so that's all she got. She now squat.
Thanks for letting me take care of you.
If you notice, she
And
didn't have.
tell your friends.
If you notice, she didn't have a gun. Okay, that was worth a shit. That's why you buy the gun as soon as you see it, because they're not always going to have it for sale. Make sure you always hit complete. Sometimes they bug out and you don't get the bonus for them if you don't hit complete. Okay, so now our axe is modified with the axe cutter mod. Okay, so glad we came over here. Let's see what we got in this vending machine today. Okay, we don't need any of it. These are candies. They give different bonuses. Alright. And then they all usually have some kind of food in there. And also her quests should have reset. See, now she's got these quests. Alright. Buried supplies is nice. It's close. It'll give us some money real quick and maybe a little bit of food. And we need clay. Alright. And it's west, and that's in the direction.
You looking to earn some dues? I had a good feeling about you.
Of the other 2 traders. And I do want to go see those other 2 traders here shortly. So I'll kind of, on my way, I'll hit that buried treasure, and then I'll run up to him and check out what he's got. Then I'll run down here and grab this farm, and then I'll run down and check out what he's got, and then I'll come back. Okay? I don't want to do that right now because I need a little bit more experience in order to get the levels I need to pick farmer. And I don't want to loot that farm until I've got farmer picked and I get the double, twice as many resources from farming it. Why are my pills? Where'd my pills go? What'd I do? Did I screw up? Where are my pills at? I had a couple pills. Where'd my pills go? Did I screw up and drop my pills? The fuck? I have to go back in the video and see what I did with my pills. I know I had a couple of pills. Didn't I have a couple of pills? Yeah, I had a couple of pills. I've lost my mind. Did I drop my pills by accident? I threw them down as trash? Alright, whatever. Alright, so before we do that, let's get another level or two. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to build my foundation. Now, I like to build it 15 by 15, so this is 1. So I'm going to go 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, that makes it 15 long, okay? So that's what I'm going to make, 15 by 15. Just helps me measure. Now, like I say, you can't build a block on top of a block. And while grass is not a block, everything else is. So this little rock right here, that's a block that I'm going to build on top of. Wait a minute here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I went too far out. Alright. So now I'm going to close it in. Something's wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3. Alright, and that's my foundation right there. Okay, so I'm going to fill that in. As you can see, if you drop a block on top of grass, it makes the grass go away. It also flattens the ground out, okay? There's hills. Alright, think of like this block. Excuse me, this block right here, this wooden frame. Think of it as being like, I don't know what the dimensions are, but let's say 10 by 10, okay? It's 10 by 10. So the ground, like when we dig, it's also in blocks. That's a 10 by 10 dirt block. A 10 by 10 dirt block. A 10 by 10 dirt block, right? To understand that the ground is not really 10 by 10. It's more like a range. 10 to 12 by 10 to 12. So some blocks on the ground are 10 by 10 and some are 10 by 11. Some are 10 by 12. Okay? And what that does is that makes the ground contour, kind of go up and down, like real Earth does, simulating, because real Earth is not perfectly flat, like marble flat, So that makes the ground not perfectly flat. So don't confuse that with an actual hill. An actual hill is a block that's raised up, and you're going to have to dig that up to flatten it out, okay? But the contour of the ground, normal blocks are not perfectly flat. When you lay frames on top of them, it makes them flat. However, that delineated contour of the ground is enough in some places to actually give the zombies enough lift to be able to jump over something that's 2 blocks high. So right around your base walls, you want to make sure that ground is completely flattened out. Okay? You don't have to dig. You can just lay a block down and it'll flatten out. I don't know if you can see it watching the video, but sometimes you'll see the ground when I lay a block. You'll see the screen kind of jump up and down. Kind of jerks. And that's because what it's doing is it's leveling the ground out. When it levels the ground out, the graphics change. So right now it's not doing it, but it was a second ago. So this is already flat. Also, you can see it in the ground. You can see the ground flatten out. So I don't know how that kind of shows on video, but when you're playing the game and you're actually laying the blocks, you can feel it with your mouse. You really kind of laser focus on what you're doing, and you can see it, you can feel it, you'll notice it. The ground flattens out, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build another land claim block. You can build as many as you want. You can only have one laid down, okay? Go ahead and break that cement down some. Food and water is not a problem. What the hell did I do with my pills, man? Did I sell my pills by accident? I know I had some pills, man. Alright, so now I'm going to destroy this block right here. Lay the frame down. I'm going to fully upgrade that frame. And I'm going to put this on top of it because I'm going to build another level here. And I want the land claim to be in the floor. Okay, so this is the foundation. I'm going to build another one on top of it, and that's going to be the floor of my tower. Alright, and I want the block to be part of the floor. That way I can just walk across it. It's not, see how it's kind of up? I don't want to be bumping into my block as I'm moving around inside my base. So I'm going to put it down inside the floor of the base. So I just kind of walk over it like it's part of the floor. Alright, so now I'm going to upgrade the foundation. Now I need a whole lot more cobblestone still, and I don't have any cooking right now. Okay, I'm just kind of making the cement, breaking the cement down. But I do need to get a bunch of cobblestone. Okay, but I also need to make some wood frame blocks and some barbed wire. Okay, to defend my wall with. Okay, barbed wire slows the zombies and the bears and the dog. It slows them down. Spike traps do a whole lot more damage to them. They run into the spike trap, and it does a lot of damage to them. Okay. And the spike trap gets destroyed in the process. Barbed wire has a lot more health. It doesn't get destroyed as quickly. Okay, so it lasts longer. And it doesn't do as much damage to the zombie, although it does do... Excuse me, fellas, I got a bit of a cold. The barbed wire doesn't do as much damage, but what it does do is it slows them down. So the great thing about barbed wire is, okay, it'll stop them from being able to jump. Okay, so what I do is I put the barbed wire close to the wall, because if I put the spikes close to the wall, now on the lower settings this doesn't happen because the spikes kill the zombies outright. Okay, they don't have as many hit points. But on the higher settings, like survivalist or insane, zombies have more hit points than the wood frames, the wood spikes do to them. So what they'll do is, if you put them too close to your wall, is they'll jump up on the spike, they'll take some damage, and then they'll use the spike as a staircase to jump up onto the wall. Okay, so what I do is I put the barbed wire close to the wall. That way if they jump up on the barbed wire, they get slowed down, they get hung up in the barbed wire, and they can't jump up on the wall. And then I put the spikes out one layer further than that. So they get hit by the spike and take damage, and then they get hung on the barbed wire and they can't use it as a step to jump up. They get tangled up in it. Okay? Now what they'll do is they'll run down your wall. You'll see when the blood moon comes. Okay? They'll run down the wall trying to destroy the barbed wire or the wooden spikes. Okay, which is good and bad. It's good because they're killing themselves. All right, but it's bad because you have to go and replace it. Of course, as we level up, being able to replace them will be easier and easier and easier, and less time consuming over time. Okay. So the first one is kind of like, I gotta make a whole bunch of wood frames again, a bunch of wood spikes again. But after that, it's so easy to chop down trees and make them real fast because you get so much more resources per strike. That's like nothing. It's like 5 minutes. Okay. Like I say, everything is slow right now because we're still kind of leveling up. Notice I'm day 4 and level 10 already. By tonight, we'll probably be level 20. Because now we're getting into the meat of the building. And I'm using this experience, again, to build up the base of my character, to open up and unlock the core dynamics of the game. And then also in the process, I'm getting more hit points and more stamina as I level up. You get a point stamina, a point of health every time you level up, so you have 110 now. So when I do go fighting in lots, doing POIs over and over again, and doing lots of fights and doing quests and missions, I'll have a greater chance to survive because I'll have more hit points. They won't hit me twice and kill me, they'll have to hit me 3 times to kill me. I'll have more stamina, so I'll be able to swing my weapon longer before I'm out of stamina. That kind of thing. And I'll have all the benefit of all the different perks I picked. Alright, so this is why we want that hammer. See how long this is taking? We would be done already if we had the hammer. It's quicker. Right, but we're fixing a level. Like I say, I want to get that level before we go loot those farms. And I want to try and think about maximizing my time. So if I'm going to run out there again to those other traders to see what they have on their resets, I want to grab those farms too. So I'm going to get this level first. See, we're still low enough level to where wood is giving us substantial experience. See that? I got 6,000 in the bottom right corner. 6,300 experience just from upgrading this wood right here. That's 10 to 15 zombie kills. The strongest zombie gives you 700 experience. The weakest one gives you 250. Mostly what you're fighting at this level are weak zombies. You see what I'm saying? So that's 66,000 or 6,600. That's like 15 zombies I'd have to kill to get that same experience. And that's just the wood. That's not an upgrade, that's just making the wooden frames. I'll go ahead and finish the foundation. And then we're going to level up. And then we're going to take off. And what I want to do then, see where my wood is at. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead now, okay, and get those wood frames, wood spikes going, okay. I want 140 of them. 11 minutes to make those, okay. Now the reason, you think about my wall, okay, your land claim in your settings, you can change the radius of your land claim. Okay, I think it's from 20 to 70. So you can make a really small one that's only 20, or you can make a really large one that's 70. Alright, the bedroll you can't change its dead zone radius. It's 30 and that's what it is. So what I like to do is I like to make my dead zone for my land claim block the same as my bedroll. So I know that my land claim and bedroll are both 30. The edge is the same. Okay? Gives me a smaller, more compact base. I could put that land claim at 70 and you see the... Oh yeah, turn that back on. You see the green bars? They'd be twice as far out as they are now. They'd be 70. Right now they're 30 blocks away from here, from the land claim. I could put that on 70 and it'd be 70 blocks out. 70 blocks. It'd be 70 by 70 instead of 30 by 30. Okay. I like 30 by 30 because it's the same as my bedroll, and also it's just roughly the size of what I like it to be for the bases that I generally build. Okay. That being said, I know that my wall is built right on the edge of it, so I know that my wall is 30 by 30. Okay, 4 walls that are 30 blocks long, right? So 4 times 30 is 120. So actually, when I place the wood frames, or the wood spikes, they're going to be 31 by 31, right? 4 walls that are 31. Actually, it's on both sides, so it's going to be 32 times 4, okay? So that is, 128, I think. Wooden spikes I'm going to need in order to surround my entire wall. Thought I heard a bear again. So I can just look around since I cleared everything around me. Alright, hearing things. And I want some spares, to do repairs and stuff like that. So 140, 150 should cut. Actually, I think I'm going to go with 150. And that takes wood too, okay? Like I say, early on, when you're base building, it's going to be a lot of mining and lumberjacking and stuff. So just having made this foundation was almost a full level. I've got another, I'm already, what, 10-15% through this level. Now, I don't want to do a whole lot of running anymore. I did all my running on day 1. I don't really want to do any running until I've got my bicycle. Alright, some way to speed up my transportation. But the resets are only, you know, every third day. So we did just get a reset. So it's worth running out real quick because it won't reset again for another 3 days. You know what I mean? On day 7 it'll reset. And like I said, I want to now go ahead and pick. I'm going to go here to Fortitude. Alright. So first I picked a little bit of mining. First I picked my chef so I could cook, make my food and my water. Then I picked the mining so I could get my resources to build my base. Okay. And my Sextran source is part of that because that speeds it up. My stamina regen. Okay. Then I would pick my heals. Okay. So I can make my stacks of heals. Alright. But I got a book that allowed me to get it, so I don't need to pick that skill. So next I'm going to pick, in Fortitude, I'm going to pick off living off the land. Okay. This is my farm. And I need to go ahead and raise my Fortitude 2 more points. And now I'm going to pick Farmer. And now I can turn all my vegetables and fruits into seeds. And it costs me 50% less resources to make my farm plots. Okay? So that's all I need. Excuse me. And understand that I am also, by working the attributes up, okay, I'm kind of unlocking all the other skills as well. The prerequisite for Brawler 3 is for Brawler 2, Scrapper is a Fortitude of 3, and I now have that Fortitude. For instance, so I'm unlocking, opening up all the other perks that are inside that are derived from that particular stat. Okay, and that'll come in handy later on because it'll already be opened up. All right, let's make. So 85 is what I had there. Let's go ahead and scrap these. And then get these 85 going. Always have something cooking. Okay? Alright, so while that's cooking, let's go and knock out this quest. Get low on water. And I really only took this because it's close. It's on my way to my objective, which is to check the other 2 traders and the farms, and then give me a little bit of food and clay. And I need to dig up some more clay because I need to make more cobblestone. That's really what I care about here, is the clay. And I'll get and when I go back to the trader, I'll get a little bit of money and a reward. Looks like it's going to be a bunch of sand in the middle of the road. Get that stamina back up. That's my food and water looking. Oh, we can eat some grub and drink some more water for that stamina boost. That'll help us dig faster. Get in the middle, dig 2 blocks down. Oh shit, look at this. What? Okay, I've never seen that. Wow. Okay. Make sure we can get out of this hole. Guess I'm not getting clay off this. Just a little bit of sand. Make sure I can get out of this hole first. Alright, shit, I ain't arguing with that. Alright, so I'm gonna run over here to this trader first. A good bit of food. That's the fastest I ever did one. That was ridiculous. I'd never seen it be straight down like that. Wow, in 150, 200 games, I've never seen it be straight down like that. See, I don't like running. Like at level 1, you get like this bonus to your stamina regen, and the rate at which your stamina regen is a little faster than normal, and the rate at which it depletes is a little slower than normal. And together it makes it where you can do a good bit of running early on. As soon as you hit level 2, that goes away. So now we're going to be constantly having to stop because our stamina is not going to regenerate that fast, and we're going to eat it up much quicker. See, remember when the first day I was just running around, just non-stop running around? Now I have to constantly stop, so I don't want to have to do any running right now. I'm only going to run out there, because I said, like, I want to get the farm products I found earlier. And I want to check those 2 traders since it's day 4 and they've reset. And they may have the mods I'm looking for. They may have a Lucky Looter glasses, which is part of my strategy. When we get to that, I'll explain in detail. And also I'm looking for a rock cutter mod or a iron cutter mod. That's what I'm interested in, those 3 items, okay? And then, of course, I'm going to skim the other side of this town now, and I may spot another farm. And, of course, we're always looking for honey. So it's always 3-4 birds, 1 stone, okay? But like I say, you don't want to be running around right now until we get transportation. Day 1 is cool because I'm level 1. I got that bonus to my run speed, okay? My stamina regen. And so you can do a lot of running around and get away with it. But now, that bonus is gone. So see, I'm constantly having to stop. So this is why I do not want to be doing missions that are 2 kilometers away, or running around back and forth to traders, and it's going to eat up my whole day just to run out. However, I am, again, there are a few things I can use, like this right here. It's going to be in the streets all over the place, and I still needed another, what, 15, 20 of them? Only 10. Alright. I think we still need a few more. I think it was 80 something. Be careful with these trees when you can't see what's behind them. I see the flag. See how many times I'm having to stop? Slow down. That's why you run on day 1, not on day 15. Do your exploration on day 1. Or wait till you have transportation, but waiting till you have transportation could be a while. That's part of his base. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and loot the trader. Always. This is trader wrecked. Okay, always loot the trader, because sometimes they have things that are worthy. And at any rate, I can sell it back to them real quick. So that's a working cement mixer. See how it says press return? and then this one says destroyed. So alternatively, you could constantly run over to this trader and use it. A lot of people say that, oh, you don't have to build your crafting stations, you can find them abroad. Well, if you want to run back and forth every time you want to use your cement mixer, sure, by all means, do that. But me, I don't want to have to run all over the map. You know, I found a chemistry station way over there, and yeah, I found a cement mixer on the other side of the map, and I found a workstation way over here. So if you're gonna run around all day long, every day, then sure, by all means, go ahead and do that. But I want my cement mixer in my base where I can use it at my leisure. This one usually has a cooking pot. If this is the first trader you get, sometimes he has a cooking pot. Each of the traders has their own like specialty. They all sell everything, but they have their own specialty kind of as well. So this is Trader Rect, and his specialty is food. So you usually can get mushrooms, which is a rarer one from him sometimes. So he's not a bad trader to be near. Now once I find my trader, I know what they are, I like to change their names so I remember. So I'm going to delete that icon. And now I'm going to name it Trader Rect. So I remember that that's who's down here. The food guy. And he generally has the shittiest inventory from my experience.
I'll sell you goods, but if you cross me, you'll meet the wrong end of my 44.
Alright. Found a forge schematic, and that's nice. Somebody might say that's to use that schematic. But I want more than the forge. I want the forge, the workstation, the chemistry station, the cement mixer, and ultimately I'm going to continue to work up this skill, advanced engineering, because I'm going to want electric fences and spike blade traps and dart traps, and I'm going to want SMG turrets. So I am going to eventually pick them all. So this doesn't help me. It helps me now, but I'm going to pick that skill anyway because I need all those other things. Okay, so to me this is just the money that I need right now. That's a recipe we already have. See how the book is open? We got that from Master Chef. Alright.
Be careful out there.
Go ahead and eat these little tiny foods up. You see, they give you scrap. That's why they're complaining about, oh, food is so small, you're constantly having to eat. Yes, because you're supposed to be making a farm. You're not supposed to be trying to live off these little canned foods. I'm gonna go ahead and drink this water down and get those empty jars all in one nice neat stack. Glue is very important. You use it to make duct tape, okay? We'll talk about that later. Go ahead and sell these. Alright, now what's he got? Forged iron, I did need some, right? I think I need 30. Okay, now I could use that forge and make myself a forge and make them, but I can just buy them right here. Oh, we had 60 of them. And I need 30 to make my claw hammer, right? So that's 600 gold right there. It'd probably be better to make the forge, but I'm impatient. I already have my gun, so really, bottle acid's important. I need that to make wheels, my transportation. Wheels are kind of rare, so you usually wind up having to make them. And also, you need it for your chemistry station. So if I see them, I'm going to buy them. There it is, see? The food guy. Let's go ahead and buy all the food he has. That will come in helpful when we make our farm. Oh, he doesn't have any mushrooms this time. Oh, and there's my nerdy glasses. Oh, not nerdy glasses. Nerdy glasses are nice because they give you experience gain, but what we want is Lucky Looter, okay? Oh, no mushrooms, dude? No. No. Alright. See what he's got in his secret stash. Try and look at Needle and Thread. Sometimes it has the pocket mods, and that's important. We want the pocket mods. I'll talk about that when I get to it. But he doesn't have that one. So Needle and Thread, sometimes you can make pocket mods. So be paying attention to Needle and Thread. We already got that. So that's it from him.
All that damn gawking at goods, and that's all you buy?
And his vending machine usually has food in it. Okay. Now the Rockbusters candy is the one I'm interested in because it's 20% of my mining harvest, and that's what I'm doing now is mining. So those I'm interested in. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna head south to this other trader and loot that farm. Gotta hit that ganja. Helps me do the video. Now, if you were frugal, you would still be looting eggs as you pass by them, okay? Even if you don't have the meat to make bacon and eggs, you can still eat eggs. They are 5 health, food by themselves, and you can make boiled eggs, and I think that's 10 food. So they still do add up. If you're going to be running like this, you probably should just be stopping and grabbing the eggs as you pass by them. But getting that bear was kind of nice. We got a nice stack of bacon and eggs again, so I think we'll be okay. We've got to make the farm right now. However, since I am in the desert again, I may grab some aloe vera. But see, every time I swing this axe, I'm going to eat up my stamina. It's just going to slow me down. This is the part that I don't like, is having to run around after level 1 without transportation. Level 1 is cool. I can run around all day long. But now my stamina is constantly going down. So I don't want to be running around. So I don't want to slow myself down by stopping to get bird's nest or digging up or harvesting more aloe vera. I have enough. I have what I need. So, but if you wanted to be frugal and you were patient, for me, for video purposes, I want to have this all done in the first week. But I'm just playing the game in my own leisure. I wouldn't care how many days go by. You know what I'm saying? I would probably just hit some more eggs on my way and get some more aloe vera and zucca just because I'm passing by them. I might as well grab them while I pass by them. The more, the merrier. I grab that chicken. You know what I mean? But since I'm making a video and the video is already kind of boring because it's all this harvesting and crafting, I want to be as fast as I can. Like I say, when you're playing your own game, man, it don't matter if another day passes by because you decided to stop and get 15 more eggs and another 20 aloe vera. You know what I mean? If I were playing by myself I'd be enjoying the game. I wouldn't care. I'd just be like, yeah, let me grab this aloe vera while I'm here. I wouldn't be in the rush. Don't need to be in that rush. Funeral home's nice. There's be a bunch of rotting flesh in there, a bunch of corpses. Right, it's a funeral home. You can better believe that means there's corpses in there. Corpses mean rotting flesh, but I think we only need like 5 or 10 more, so we got what we need already. No reason to risk life and limb, because there'll be zombies in there. All right, we did pick farmer, right? I'm pretty sure I picked it. Yep. Yeah. So now I'll get 2. Thank goodness we found that farm, that garden that has mushrooms in it. Otherwise, he'd be hurting on mushrooms. Ooh, nice. Power attack on the head took him out. See, this one's not feral. He's still a tough zombie, okay? But see, his eyes aren't glowing like the other ones were. So he's not feral. So he's still got a good bit of hit points to him. And he still hits hard. But that one we fought last night was feral. And so he was double strong, double fast. I've got enough, but I make the farm as big as I can. So if I see more, I'll get it, but I bet the quota of 100. But like I say, the more the merrier. And this is all simple. Bones. And I need bones to make glue with. And I need glue to make duct tape with. And I need duct tape to make armor with. And repair kits. And splints and all kinds of shit. Okay? But mainly repair kits and armor. So bones are important. Alright, who do we have here? This is Trader Joel. Yeah, okay. Let's just go ahead and get rid of that waypoint. We don't need that farm anymore, we just looted it. Name this guy Trader Joel. And just so I don't forget, we'll delete that one and we'll name that one Trader Jim. Trader Joel is the most bankrupt guy here. He doesn't have much to loot, but we'll get it. 13 wood. Oh, a tire. How nice is that? Good. I say tires are kind of rare, so when you get one, be happy about it. That means I have more acid to make my chemistry station with. Nothing I want here.
Greetings, stranger. I've got the best deals in Navezgane.
Alright, what we got? Mining helmet's nice. You can buy that and pull the mining mod out of it, the helmet light mod, if you need light. But we already got one, so. Potatoes. Go ahead and buy them potatoes. Always buy farm products. They're cheap. And they're going to make it easier for you to make your farm quickly. Oh, another bottle of acid. Sweet. Let's get that. Oh well, no Rockbuster mod. That's what we were kind of hoping to find. Alright. I don't have any need for money then. Until they reset again, which will be on day 7. And I'll get some more money by then. What I do have a need for is 7.62 ammo, but it's very expensive. Okay. I usually make it, but since I have none, I'm going to buy what I can. 80 of them. Well, see how many we can buy. We got 1,000. Buy prices up here. I never buy ammo, okay? It's just a waste of money. We're gonna mine like 1,000 ammo up later on. But that's later on, and right now I want to have some ammo on me. So at least 50. Okay, that bankrupts me. But like I said, I don't have any other purpose for ammo.
Y'all come back now.
For money right now. So at least now I have some bullets again. Okay, something nasty gets on me. Alright. Ah! Alright. So now let's head back up to her. And we'll wait to base, and we'll kind of explore this town a little bit as we pass through it. You can actually loot some aloe vera, okay? Well, I think I need to have a claw. Do I have any claws on me? No, but we can grab some. You can do this, you can grab some aloe vera, right? Says I'm passing by it. Okay, and I'll talk about that in a second. That's what I'm going to grab some for a reason. If you look in the bottom left, you see the little sun icon, the little sun flashing icon, that red icon. It's telling me I'm overheating. Okay, this is what you need clothes for. As I go through PYs later on, I'll get better clothes, and I'll increase my heat resistance. Okay, and that would make that go away. Okay, but that doesn't kill you. Okay, what that does is it makes you consume your food and water quicker, which ultimately will kill you. You know, because you can starve to death, and you don't actually starve to death. When we say, because you don't actually starve and then die, I've never seen that happen. I've starved myself for 2 days. Where I was at 0 food for 2 solid days, and I didn't die from that. Okay, I never went further than that, but I wanted to test it a little bit, so I took a look at it. And it's the same thing. I ran myself out of water too. Okay, just to see what would happen. And what it does is it doesn't kill you, but it causes you to die, because what happens is you can't regenerate your stamina. Running out of water means your stamina stays at 0, which means you can't run, you can't jump, you can't swing your weapon. Okay, and of course that means as soon as you get in a fight, you're dead. Alright. And it's the same thing with food. Food will kill your stamina regen and your stamina bar. So that's the effect of it, okay? It doesn't kill you itself, but it reduces your regeneration rate to nothing. And that's why you die. So you don't want to be out in the hot sun or in the cold for too long, because it's making you eat up your food. And that's a lot of new players don't understand why they keep running out of food. It's because they're doing work, which is making them consume their food quicker, or they're out in the weather, which is making them consume their food quicker. And since they didn't go and make a farm or harvest up some bacon and eggs, they're relying on POIs. They're getting these small little canned foods. They're getting 5 and 10 food in these tiny little increments. Okay, and they're consuming their food at double speed because they're working hard in the heat or in the cold. You see what I'm saying? And that is what you don't want to be doing. Okay, so you got to be understanding. Okay, that if you're going to be building base in the snow, half naked, you're going to consume all your food up, so you prepare yourself. So see, I knew I was going to be spending a lot of time building base, so part of my plan was to make sure I had enough food to do it. Okay, had we not built that base and done all that mining and chopping down trees, I would not have used half the bacon and eggs I've already used. Okay, I consumed up quicker, and that's also why I'm collecting red tea, to reduce that work and that weather effect because of the efficient digestion. Alright, so that was what, a good 4 or 5 game hours to run out there, but it was worth it. We found the woodcutter mod, we got a handful of bullets, we got our forged iron to make our hammer with. finish that buried treasure. We got a little pile of clay, which reminds me. Well, we don't have very much, because that was so... That's right. It was right underneath us. I've never seen it right underneath us like that, the buried treasure. Well, we got a handful of clay, but we got some. A few pieces of food. Excuse me, a bit more acid. Oh yeah, so I wanted to show you this. The reason I grabbed that aloe vera. You can turn that into aloe cream, okay? First step in making bandages is you turn the aloe cream into aloe vera, okay? Animal always near a zombie. You hunt them, you hunt the rabbit, the zombie hunts you. Let's go turn that buried treasure quest in, and I'll give us a little bit more gold. Whatever the reward is. Maybe the reward will be a Rockbuster mod. That'd be nice. So we know that these guys don't have squat that we want, so we'll have to wait till day 7. They reset again 3 days from now on day 7. So I have no need for the traders until they reset again. Unless I want to do missions, which we're not going to start doing yet. And there's a couple of reasons we're not doing anything. They say there's a plan. Okay, we're going to get much better loot as well here. Just keep
If
watching.
you're here to... Good job. I knew you could do it.
Painkillers, all right. Well, I lost my painkillers somehow, so let's pick them.
Remember me if you need medical supplies.
Like I told you, I don't know if I said it or not, painkillers are insta heal. Okay, all the other heals are healing over time, except for painkillers. They heal you instantly. However, they have a cooldown. You can only use them every 5 minutes. Okay. So now that I have the aloe vera, you can see you can heal 5 hit points with aloe vera. So if you don't have physician, you have a way to make bandages out of them. You can still gather them up, even if you're level 1. You don't have any skill in healing at all. You can at least turn them into aloe vera and use them to heal yourself with. So, that'd be 15 hit points right quick. You know what I mean? Of course, I have some cloth, and I have that bandage recipe, so I don't need to pick a physician. But I already have the recipe, so I can make the bandages. That's why I collected all that cotton earlier, right there. Okay, because I knew I was going to make bandages. Alright, let's put all this junk up real quick. Now I still have some daylight. I know that I need tons and tons of resources. So I can build later on tonight. So right now, I'm going to go get my resources. But before I do that, go ahead and store these. I'm going to take this glue and I'm going to take these cloth. I'm going to turn that into a duct tape real quick. Alright, since I have I have a full stack. As long as I have a full stack of bandages, I'm not worried about making my band-aids, okay? Because they only stack in stacks of 5s, and I don't want to have a whole bunch of stacks right here, right now, okay? So I just kind of keep them all in one stack. When these are gone, I'll make all the aloe vera I need, okay? Let's go ahead and scrap that into stone. Store those. That's cool. We got a wheel. That's going to help. Alright, now we got some potatoes. We got some corn. We're missing mushrooms. Let's go ahead and turn that 5 glue that we found into some more duct tape. Hold on to that when we get ready to mine. Let's fix this knife. Throw those bones over here for now. Hold on to that short iron pipe. These jars out of here. Alright. Now let's make our claw hammer. Before we forget. Leather and 5 duct tape. That's why we were making duct tape. And that's why we were hunting to get our leather. Claw hammer. Let's put this back up. We need leather for a few things, actually, okay? Those bullets down there. Now, the reason we got that nitrate, we're going to need some clay. I want to get those farm plots cooking. Okay, they take a few minutes to make as well. So let's run out and develop this mine a little bit. I was hoping to get more clay from that buried treasure, but that was weird how it was directly underneath us. So let's grab up a little more clay. Every time I need clay, I'm going to run out and work on developing my mines. 2 things at one time. Okay. So we're going to continue working on this mine. How much stone do we have? 3,000. So we're going to get enough clay to make farm plots with and to mix with that stone and make some more cobblestone. That's why I keep grabbing cement every time I see it. Because I'm converting those concrete mix because I'm turning it back into stone. That's why I'm not having to constantly mine stone, because I'm just grabbing that cement and turning it into stone. Gravedigger mod would have been nice. You put that in the shovel and you get you cut through the dirt quicker and you get more resources. But it's cool. Yeah, you can tell the difference between the shovel now and what it was when I first started. Same thing with the axe. That's because of the Miner 69er and the Mother Loot. And the Sexual Tyrannosaurus. So I've already got 500. You see, it's much faster now. And it'll just get faster and faster and faster as we go along. Takes, I think, 50 clay to make a farm plot, and we want to make 20 of them, so we need 1,000 clay to make our farm plots with. Alright, that should cover it. Alright, so I'm going to get those farm plots made now. many of them I can make. I can make 20 of them. Okay. A little more clay, and I could make 3 more if I wanted to. But 20 is good. 20 is what my quota is. So as we get more later on, we'll make more. I want to get a little bit more clay while I'm here, because I'm also going to want to get some cobblestone rocks cooking. Remember, I'm doing this because for 3 reasons. First, I need clay, and lots of it. Second, because I want to be able to get out of this hole easily. I don't want to be trapped down in a tiny little hole. Something falls in there with me. And third, I'm kind of unburying the lead that I'm going to want to get. Little flat phalanx symbol for you ladies. Careful. If you dig it up too much, it'll fall and break up on the ground, and you'll lose all that lead right there. We don't want to lose that lead. So don't dig it out perfectly where it loses its structural integrity and falls, and you lose all that lead. Now the vein goes underneath the ground a considerable way, but I don't want to lose that lead. It's sitting right there. That's going to be my bullets right there. Alright, good enough for the lead. How many do I have left? 600. Let's head over to this mine and develop it a little bit, get some more clay. Well, we had the gray man over there. Got a white man over here. A little something something for the ladies. How much is that? get us a black man too. God, that's an Indonesian guy. I guess. I don't know. Fuck. Kind of fat, ain't he? There's a fat log right there, ladies. Alright, that should be enough of that. Before we lose our daylight. Let's go ahead and get that cobblestone working. 40 minutes. That'll be most of the night. Let's go over and grab those other two farms we saw. Primarily want that garden. Like I say, you can't always buy food from the traders. Now we got lucky and we were able to buy a little bit of corn, a little bit of potatoes, but no mushrooms. Okay, like I say, the mushrooms are the one that lags. It's the rarest one to get. Okay. Sometimes you go to those traders for 3-4 weeks, and they won't have any food for any farm food for sale. Okay. So you want to be looking out abroad for food. Okay. See how much quicker the tree goes down now? So that garden is the best one because it has some mushrooms in it. Normally you find mushrooms in caves, and caves are pretty damn rare, and it takes a long time to find them. So whenever you find this garden, it's like, hell yeah. Okay, so it was great that we found this garden. Do need wood. Okay. I still need more wood. And remember I told you, like 30,000? Alright. Now that we're getting double resources. Now the way this gazebo works here. Okay, alright, fellas. These are two tougher zombies, okay? Tex has a good range to his attacks. And that fucking guy right there, I think he's bugged. Okay? He has this like snap hit where you can see it coming. So be careful with this bald-headed guy right here. Yellow guy in the overalls. Because that fucker, he'll get enraged really fast. Start running at you, and he has this hit that you don't see it coming. It's just boom, you get a hit. They have like extreme range. They're both enraged. Alright, let's see how it's gonna be. Let's get some stamina. I was beating on trees and I got no stamina. Alright. That's why we got some heals. We are prepared. Oh shit. Alright. Had about enough of you. Fuck out of here. Get your buddy out of my face. Not even aiming. That's how much I could care less about you. Fucking fence. Alright. So anyway, I was trying to say, go around the corners here, and each one has 3 blueberries. Already got that one. then over here by the gazebo is like a whole garden full of everything. It's just all mixed in and hidden in the grass and everything, so just chop it all down, okay? Potatoes, mushrooms. Like I said, the mushrooms are rare, so you want to, if you find mushrooms, don't loot them until you get your farmer skill, so that you get double, okay? Because you need at least 5. If I remember right, there's only 3 mushrooms in this garden, which means if you came in this garden and you looted it before you had farmer, you'd only get 3 mushrooms. That's not enough to make it seed, okay? And you don't want your mushrooms, they're the ones that are lagging behind all the time, keeping you from being able to make food, okay? So make sure you pick your farmer before you loot this, so you get double yield. That way you get 6 mushrooms instead of 3. And that way you can at least make 1 mushroom spore. Blessers. Potatoes. There's potatoes in here. They can be rare sometimes too, actually. Oh, how lucky was that? Dinner! There's also hops in here. You can use hops to make beer with, and beer gives you a little buff if you're using the wrist wraps weapon. I don't like the wrist wraps. They are the most damaging weapon in the game versus the wrist wraps. Most damaging, and then there is the knife, the second most damaging. I use the knife because I don't like the wrist wraps, because the wrist wraps, they just take up so much of my screen. They blind me. I don't like a weapon that takes up all that room on my screen. So I use the knife instead. Did you get some hops from that garden as well? To get 6 mushrooms, right? Yeah. Alright. And then there was another one. Wasn't there another farm? Yep, there was another one. Alright, my video is going to run out in about a minute. So I'm going to grab this up real quick, and I'm going to head back to base. We're going to work on upgrading our base some more, okay? Get another handful of levels. We don't need these 2 farm icons anymore. They are done. Alright, we got about, what, 2 hours before daytime, before nighttime. So what I'm going to do is chop down a few more trees. That's a biker. He's one of the strong zombies. Alright, I'm just going to cut down as many trees as I can in the next 2 hours. Trees that are blinding my vision. Just around this area closer to base. Cutting these trees down will help me later on when I'm investigating these POIs, because I won't have those trees blinding me, my vision. Okay, so that's where I'm going to focus, alright? And I'll see you in the next video.